As somebody who didn't grow up in the depths of New York slang sometimes sounds like when somebody gets a tattoo of two random Chinese characters together without any understanding of what the two of them together means. For example, you could put the characters of Lone and Wolf together, thinking that shit sound cool. Whole time it just reads big titties. I know that's not true, but it would be funny as fuck if it was. But I'm being honest when I say that I'm convinced that niggas in New York just have a hat full of random words and pull two of them shits out, put them together and say, yep, this is the new slang for this year. Because realistically, how do you come up with the word dead ass? No one said that shit intentionally. That is a spur of the moment word. Like, the only situation I can imagine somebody being in where they would say that shit is if you were in court and you had a jury of your peers. I mean, like niggas that you know personally, and all of them thought you were guilty as fuck. And the crime that they saying that you committed is worse than murder. I don't know what that shit is, but use your imagination. And they call you to the stand to defend yourself, and out of complete and utter fear, the first thing out your mouth is, yo, I deadass didn't do that shit. If I heard that as a judge for the first time in my life, I would have been like, yo, case dismissed. Cause see, if he had said he was dead serious that he didn't do it, I would have still been a little bit suspicious. But it's the fact that he said he deadass didn't do it. That's an innocent man then. But for real, what is the purpose of adding ass to the end of the word dead? I'm not even really sure of what type of ass they talking about. Like when I was younger, I dead ass thought that they was talking about the animal donkey ass. And I'm not trying to be funny here because the alternative sounds fucking stupid. And what the fuck you mean somebody booty died? Now, another word of New York slang that I use very rarely is brick. You probably heard a man from New York say it's mad brick outside and probably tried to make sense of what that shit meant. I assure you it is as stupid as somebody saying that it's raining cats and dogs outside. Okay, let me rescind that statement because at least intense rain kinda sounds as wild as cats and dogs fighting. But answer me this, bitch. Nigga, what the fuck a brick minding its own business sound like? Better yet, nigga, how the fuck do you equate the feeling of absolute cold, that shit that got you shivering in your tins, to a fucking brick? And if you wanna be the dumbass to tell me that it's supposed to be like how bricks are really cold in the winter, have you ever leaned against a brick wall in the middle of the summer? Oh, you thought that touching the metal part of a seatbelt was hot, my nigga? That shit gonna have you burnt crispy. Now, the way that I used this slang before I found out about the one of it meaning cold was saying that, oh, I haven't seen you in a brick, just meaning that I haven't seen you in a while. Now, if you were one of the few imbeciles that brick stands for cold bricks in the winter, please explain this. Now, one of my favorite slang, which I don't even really consider it a slang, it's more of an animalistic cry, is yer. There's nothing really to say about this. I love it. I love saying that shit. Now, I come upon the slang that caused me to make this entire video. Jacking. Now, you probably already seen the tweets of people talking about New York niggas going, yo, you jacking me? And then they respond with either no or oh, yes. But I want to add to this. So back in the 90s and 2000s, people used to say, yo, you jacking my style or you jocking my style, meaning that you are taking my style or copying it, yada, yada, yada. I'm assuming it's because to jack something means to take it. Then jacking evolved into a synonym for lying. Then it evolved into, yo, you jacking me. Like, are you fucking with the fit or are you just fucking with it? And my question here is, how is it that throughout this evolution, like just as it hit, yo, you jacking me, like the first person who said that shit, why didn't that person stop and think, yo, pause? And then why didn't the person who responded to him say, hey, yo, pause? Like New York is prime homophobic territory. Somebody had to have said that shit, right? You know what? The problem here is that I'm trying to make sense of the stupid ass shit that comes out of New York. Like nobody ever looks at a headline from a Florida man and starts questioning it. We accept it. So why am I out here questioning fucking New York slang? Man, fuck New York. No, I'm playing actually. A lot of my favorite rappers are from New York. I'm joking. Also, today's my birthday. But if you want to say happy birthday, don't say happy. Just say birthday. Ain't nothing happy about getting older. Okay, bye.